Welcome back to Of Land and Leaf. My name is Andrea. I'm back at the garden. I garden at a community garden about 15 minutes away from my home. Just got off work, decided I'd run up to the garden. I have the garden all to myself. No one else is here. So I decided I'd run up here and just check on things and water a little bit. Won't be here long, but decided I'd bring you with me just in case I find something interesting. Walking in on my shade cloth is not where I left it. Let's see how things are going over here. Okay, the spinach is all still where it's supposed to be, even though the shade cloth is all over everywhere. It doesn't look like anything has been in here eating, which was my primary concern. It's dry though, so I'm going to get some water down. And then over here, the peas are recovering since they were covered. They're trying to grow back. It's just that they need to trellis when they get a certain size, and they can't do that because when I leave it uncovered, something is eating them. So I gotta figure out how to solve this problem. Okay, so the plan is just to get a little bit of cleanup done. I did bring basil. Actually, let me just show you what projects I brought for the garden today. I brought some scraps, some compost stuff that I've been collecting. I just kind of have it at home and bring it here and dump it. I brought okra and basil. The okra is the Fairy Morse okra that I planted last year that did really well, and the basil is back to the roots basil. I think I got this from Walmart, but it was really good last year, so I want to get a little bit of that in. The basil's going in my strawberry bed, so I'm really gonna make sure that bed is really full. The okra is going in bags. And then I also want to harvest some dead nettle. They've started cutting the grass, and that means that the dead nettle will all be gone soon. And I like to get it close to my plot because I don't spray, so I know it's organic, but anywhere else, you know, it's up to each gardener what they do. So this tray is for that. And we have water. Well, not officially. They're asking us not to use the hoses yet until the possibility of a freeze is all gone. So we can fill up in our water, we can fill up in water, but we just can't use the hose like I will be able to do after probably April 15th. But this is gonna allow me to put a little bit of water in this bag, shake this around, and drop this in the compost. Because I'm frugal, I'm just gonna rinse this around, get whatever's left out of there, drop it in there, because you know you have to put water in your compost. Somebody reminded me of that last season. I wasn't watering enough. And then I'm gonna reuse this bag. So put that in there. So this was leaking, so I just picked up some random water bottles and put them in the puddle so that they can get some of that water that is just going through there. It'll be good for them. I noticed that there's a big old bumblebee. I don't know if you can see it, but a big old bumblebee trying to come out of my compost bin. So I'm gonna give him a little space so he can do what he needs to do. I don't know if he's gonna be upset when he makes it out, but he is like trying to squeeze himself out of there. You're not gonna believe this, but look at this. Remember the PJ Farms loofah? I told you someone sent me some free seeds 5 years ago, and I just found them and just tried them in a water bottle, like in the worst possible conditions, just threw them in a water bottle, and it has sprouted. Well, guess what? The second one is sprouting as well. Look at this. I mean, it's dry, it's regular raised bed soil. I didn't do anything special, and these seeds are sprouting. So I'm going to grow loofah this year. I was on the fence, but this loofah wants to grow. So I'm going to have to find PJ Farms and thank them for sending me these seeds 5 years ago. I know that if I can grow this loofah, I'll have seeds forever, and I'm so forever grateful. And I'm going to go ahead and plant my green okra in one of these grow bags. I really want to get some red okra in these other two. I don't think they cross-pollinate. I'll double check that, but today I brought the green okra seeds. More water. that about wraps it up for me. I have water. It took forever to water because you had to fill one watering can at a time and walk it back and forth. Be so glad when we have the hose. And now that I've actually planted things out, I really do need to water. The raised beds get really dry. I used some moisture retention stuff this year, and I used you know, some different products to help the raised beds to hold moisture, but they still just get so much drier than planting in ground, which is why I like planting in ground. But I'm so excited about the garden. Can't wait to give you another garden tour. We'll probably do that around the 1st. So make sure you stay tuned for more of Land and Leaf. Thanks for joining me. Love you, mommy. Bye-bye.